Hello fellow Total Warriors, I am Zardar and welcome to another online battle from Warhammer 2. So this one I'm playing against as the Tomb Kings, which are, to be honest, one of my most favorite factions. I have said it quite many times that I love Eastern cultures, and I'm freaking mad at CA that we won't get Arabi in Warhammer 2. I'm hoping that we are gonna get them on game 3, but if we don't get it at all, I'm gonna be pissed because just the Tomb Kings and their Egyptian tats is just not enough. I need an Arabian faction. I need it. Like I want Arabi, plain and simple. And yeah, let's stop that. Yeah, let's get back into the game. Anyway. I'm playing as the Tomb Kings because I like them, and I'm up against the Dark Elves of Falcon, which are quite scary, to be honest. Anyway, so for my forces, as you can see here, I have a pretty simple, not very simple, a pretty simple army, but whatever. We have Arkan the Black, which I use quite often together with the Tomb Prince. We got the Spirit Leads and also Fate Buna with Liber Mortis, the Staff of Nagas, and the Tomb Plate of Arkan. Tomb Prince for the Guardian effect in order to protect him. We got 2 Sapti to back the Tomb Guard on the flanks, and in the center it's probably gonna be Arkan and the Tomb Prince, or even the Chariot, depending on how the game will go. We got 2 units of Skeleton Archers, one of which is actually the Blessed Legion of Fath, whatever. We got 2 Nehekara Horsemen, which are gonna be the must that we need in this game, and 2 Spearmen on the flanks, one of which is the King Nekes Scorpion Legion, and 2 Chariots sitting back here. I think that's King of the Dead's build. Oh man. Yeah, whatever. I was just messing around, just trying. I remember now. King of the Dead got crushed by Falcon with this build, so I was just trying to prove that I'm better than King of the Dead. Yeah, I think that's what we were joking around. That's why I was trying out this build, because I think I have a new build against the Dark Elves now, which I find it to be working a lot better. Anyway, so for Falcon's forces, we got the Seal of Sondar over here, which is a freaking dangerous unit for the entirety of my infantry. This thing can just annihilate the Tomb Guard in a matter of seconds, the whole unit, just bring it down to 10% HP. So this should be a priority to go down. He's got the Supreme Sorcerers of Fire with Burning Hand and Fireball up on a Black Dragon, and a massive wall of 3 Spearmen here, 2 from here, Blackguard in the middle, and 2 Dark Swords. And this is pretty much his army. So I'm gonna move Arkan in the front, just drop a Spirit Leech on the Seal of Sondar. Just try to pepper it down a little bit. I know it has regeneration, but Spirit Leech, it's gonna do fine. So over here I wasn't trying to engage, I was just trying to get the summon, and immediately I'm gonna pull back, just avoiding the Seal of Sondar. My archers are gonna open fire on the Blackguard, and at the same time a Burning Head is gonna go down. I'm gonna move away from there, but I'm not gonna be fast enough, and I forget to move the other units, so that Burning Head is actually gonna get them both. So huge waste on my end over there. The Seal of Sondar is gonna overextend. I see immediately that. Send in the Tomb Prince together with Arkan. They're gonna do some good work against him. The Ushabti are gonna get into the fight with the Blackguard of Nagarond. Obviously, like this Blackguard of Nagarond, even though with the anti-large, they're gonna get wrecked really hard over here. We get the Tomb Guard fighting alongside, and now the Chariots, I think it's time for them to start moving. The Black Dragon is gonna land on the right side of mine, so the Nehekara Horsemen will try to go in there, just trying to pin it down, and Arkan and Tomb Prince at the same time will try to come in and just get a good strike on him, and yeah, like Supreme Sorcerers should not have landed down here. The Blessed Legion, the Scorpion Legion is gonna move in just to stop the Spearmen from getting into Arkan. A Burning Head is again gonna go down here. I'm gonna try to avoid it, and I think oh, that's actually the Mind Razor, the unique ability, the item. The Chariots are gonna just trample through this Blackguard. Like the Blackguard against Chariots, I just find them to be underperforming like really hard. Other halberds in the game at least are able to fight them. Like I remember a game with the Beast Layers of Baston, like I just couldn't pull through them, but the Blackguard seems to always be like an easy pick for me. I don't know, they always melt too fast from these guys. Again, the dragon just got back into the air. She's gonna try to just excuse me, to pick up my skeleton chariots, but I'm just gonna keep them moving down through the whole front line, and as you can see, they're already reaching all the way to this dread spear on the flank over here. And at the same time, I see that the Chill of Sondar is gonna overextend. I'm gonna bring my Nehekara horsemen here. I'm gonna leave the dragon for now because the fight is going rather okay, and if I manage to break that, that's gonna be a huge boost for me. Yeah, it's gonna break, and now the Nehekara horsemen are gonna carry it off, and at the same time the chariots will just ride dirty and go back here into the dark shards and just mess them apart. But at the same time, Falcon is gonna give up the fight. So yeah, like that was a really good fight. I wasn't expecting that I would win this one so easily, and yeah, but Falcon was just testing stuff. Like it's not that as I said, like anybody can win against Falcon, just not on a tournament. Okay, just always remember that. Arkan did quite well. The Tomb Prince also, he didn't get any kills because he was just always on point, fighting either the Chill of Sondar or the Supreme Sorcerers. So he wasn't having any of that shit. He was just straight in for business, just kill 2 big monsters, nothing else, and yeah, he exceeded in that. The Skeleton Spearman did quite alright. The Tomb Guard did also decently. One got eaten apart because it was facing a Dragon Breath, and also a dragon landed on their face. But thankfully the Nekesis Scorpion Legion was able to move in and just hold back the tide. The Skeleton Archers, I completely failed with them. I don't think there's any need to say anything else about them, so I'm just gonna move on and just try to forget the stupidity of mine over there. The Nehekara Horsemen were quite excellent, just doing some charge which I think I forgot to show before the forces of the Dark Elves engaged. And in the end they were able to finish off the Chill of Sondar by just chasing it down, and the chariots were actually doing a lot of heavy lifting, just trampling through the Blackguard, and in the end getting into the back line to catch the Dark Shards. And the Ushabti just being awesome, like nothing else can be said about that. So for Dark Felkov over here, we got the Supreme Sorcerers of Fire with 167 kills, because I absolutely failed with the Burning Heads to move my troops. The Dread Spears did quite alright. The Blackguard really underperformed, and the Dark Shards not so well after all. The Chill of Sondar was always being hunted down, and also the Supreme Sorcerers, so they weren't able to do much work, except obviously the Burning Heads. Yeah, after that Falcon brought me another build with like 4 Cold One Knights, and he destroyed me, if you want to know that. So yeah, you should never just go against a faction which you know has big monsters without any cavalry to pin the enemy down. Even if you have crappy cavalry, just at least bring some for the mass. And yeah, that was it. So I really hope you enjoyed, guys. Feel free to leave a like or a comment. Feel free to subscribe if you're not, and hit that notification button. And yeah, gonna be seeing you next time. Bye bye.